Okay, so we are starting in the bottom left here. We are on game number 2 for this guy. He's our red Terran. His name is
coLsteak.
His opponent on the top right of regular Xel'Naga, we have our blue Protoss. He is
GoSuHwangSin. Already doing that probe doubling. Very nice to see.
Trying his best.
Well, looks like you missed just one right there.
Well, yeah, they go off on their own. You have
to sync them up really well.
Yeah, that is the number one most frustrating thing about doubling up probes is when they decide to go off to another patch on their own.
They're afraid of commitment, man.
Apparently.
Just don't know if I can share this mineral patch with you anymore.
Well, eventually
I'm going off. Don't ever call me again.
Then they have to go right next door.
Yeah.
Can't even go far enough unless you're the scouting probe. This one's the one that got away. Lived a life of his own.
The one that got away.
Saw the other side of the world.
Traveled the world. He's seen some things.
Yep.
Terrible things. Beautiful things. So Stall Life right now getting a pretty quick gas along with that Rex.
Yep.
Putting them down.
And walling off as if he's being
Right
proxy 2-Rex'd. Which, I mean, I guess there's no reason not to. It's perfectly safe.
Yep. Also makes you less susceptible against stalkers. Means that all your add-ons aren't going to be facing towards the ramp in this position. Smart idea.
Yep. Still alive now going out for his own scout. Meanwhile, Wanson just sitting around here.
Very quick second gas, though. Going down on 18. Before the Zealot.
So I know you used to say that Terran is usually a little bit more favored on this map versus Protoss. Would you still say that considering every Protoss is picking Xel'Naga versus Terran?
I still don't know really why they're picking it. I mean, I don't know. They just like it because some of these new gateway heavy strategies haven't really been figured out, even though this is such a common map. And I guess you can harass the back of the third and the fourth, but the same is true for Terran. I don't think it really changes the balance of it at all. You can still, I guess maybe just because the gateway style can put a little bit more pressure on the natural here, which is pretty wide open, and Protoss aren't as afraid of the same Marauder all-in pushes that they were afraid of earlier. But I mean, 1-1-1 style on this map is still incredibly hard to hold, and it's still pretty hard for you to establish a third base ahead of the Terran with a nice lead. So I don't know why they're all picking it. It doesn't seem like it's that much better than any other map. So we'll have to see. Wanson is throwing down those extra 2 gateways. Again, it is pretty risky to fast expand as a Protoss on this map as well, so meh.
Yeah, so he's just going safe here at the 3 gates. And he's probably just going to get more sentries. Yeah, that's all he's getting at this point. So, I mean, both players at this point playing a little safe, but look at this. The Life's starting to push out with a pretty sizable force. Couple Marauders here. I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen the SCVs. Oh, there's a couple. Only 2 SCVs. He could have pulled more than that. He has mules. He is behind on harvesters, though, so if this doesn't work, he probably doesn't want to be too far behind. But look at this. A bunker already going up, and it's just barely outside of vision. This is the perfect spot.
It's in the half vision. Oh, my goodness. It's in that little gray area where you can actually see, like you've seen it before. And now he sees it moving down, but it may be too late. That bunker is 3/4 of the way done.
But look at those force fields.
Force fields.
It doesn't even matter.
But the bunker.
Oh, but get the Marauder! Get the Marauder! No, he does not get the Marauder.
It's just enough. Beautiful positioning there from Stall Life. Just out of vision. That means that it's going to be so much harder for Wanson to actually break out of this. I wouldn't actually be surprised if Stall Life threw down an extra couple bunkers and just made it so that it just would take so much for Hwansin to expand. And Hwansin's actually going Twilight Council. May try to DT expand off of this. I'm not even sure. Oh, he's backing up for just a second as soon as Hwansin moves down that ramp.
Oh, and he takes down the bunker. The Marauders and the Marines inside go down very quickly. Very nice from Hwansin. He's 15 supply up right now. Holds off the attack, and he should be able to expand now. And surprisingly, Stalife's base is only halfway done. But he is getting 2 more racks up pretty quickly at that, since he's not going to be able to support it quite yet. And he is going for stem right now, so he's going to just follow up with a standard Marine Marauder attack, it looks like. Yep, and we do have a Dark Shrine on the way. Hidden up here in the top right, and he's going for charge at the same time, so a little bit of everything here.
Yeah, this is going to be much more the DT expand style. He's not going to try to get 3 into the main all at once. He's going to be a little bit more cautious with them. He knows he wants to have them just in case Stalife tries to do a counter push. And obviously with that charge, he's really having a secondary plan. It's not his plan to win with the DTs. He just wants to have map control and thereby gain that macro advantage. And with that forge down, he's going to want to start those upgrades pretty soon as well. So I like this setup here. I don't really usually like it when people go too aggressively with that Dark Shrine. But obviously, he's gearing up to have the extra production, the extra tech, and the extra upgrades. So it appears just 1 DT warped in on the south, second one on the way.
A little bit staggered. He could deny the draw. Oh, he walks right underneath it at the perfect time. He gives it away. So now he's anxiously trying to get a wall up. He does not want DTs in his main. He's probably going to throw down. Oh, he's getting a Ghost Academy instead right now. The Orbital Command does drop.
3 spaces above.
Yeah, he just wants to be able to use the scans right now, and he does almost have 2 saved up, but he's losing a couple of these SCVs regardless. Only 3 right now. And the DTs so far haven't been worth it. But of course he can always do a little bit of harass through the game, and it is going to force some missile turrets later in the game. It's still surprising that we haven't seen the engineering bay.
Stalife actually lets it get 5 SCV kills. It's a little bit unusual. But he can scan. He's got plenty of energy.
Yep, and
there he goes. Probably wants to start that missile turret right away, though. So we do see Hwansin immediately warping another DT, as he didn't see one in production already.
He still doesn't have an engineering bay. I don't know why he's not getting it.
Oh, I thought he had one. I guess he's just maybe relying on ghosts.
I mean, he can EMP, but I mean that's still not very effective. He even does a double scan there.
Oh.
Kind of does a misread that he thought another DT was trying to squeak by.
Even though that first scan was already down.
Yep.
But better safe than sorry. He's still got plenty of energy, I think.
Well, he doesn't have a scan right now, but he will in a couple seconds as this DT is coming back in. But this expansion has been doing absolutely nothing. So, I mean, Hwansin is in a great position. He's 10 supply up, but he has to be able to hold off this attack. And all of his zealots are going to be out of position here.
There he goes, just paying attention.
Yep.
And DT isn't going to be able to focus down the ghost. If he notices it, that's going to be a huge deal to snipe that ghost and get rid of that first EMP, which is now available. Looks like he's just going to use force field, and that DT needs to go now. You want to force a scan before he gets to your main base, so that even during the battle you can warp in another DT. Nice pre-scan by Stalife, seeing the blur, but we do have 3 more DTs back at the net.
Already split his units, but does take a nice EMP there. Still plenty of force fields left, and even DT's in the mix, doing a lot of damage here, but now the force field's working against him. He has to back up. Oh, but there he goes, trapping a lot of them.
Beautiful job here. Stalkers on the high ground, being able to make short work of the rest of the army pretty much. And there are very few units here left from Stalife. He did not even bother to transfer SCVs to his natural during that fight. And no, those are Marines. Not. There we go. Just doing it now. I saw him click and select them. I was like, is he going to move them?
I think Hwansin could go right now, and I think he would have the game. Well, he was 40 supply up. Now he's 25 supply up. DT squeaking to the main here. When he saw the engineering base just now started. If he goes right now with the DTs, there's one scan left. And he has enough of an army that I think...
Goes. One DT headed to the natural. And I'm not sure if Stall Life has enough energy.
He does in the main.
There we go.
But that was the last one. We do have another DT warping in. 33 on one, 38 on the other, so he's 10 energy away. I'll keep that orbital command up. So he's just barely off, but that missile turret finishes. He's trying to take it down.
Oh, the mass repair, though. Again, Stall Life's reaction time has been superb, even though the build order essentially has put HwangSin in a very nice lead. That gold base about to finish for him. It's going to allow him to pump out a ton of more charge lots. He's already dropping, oh my goodness, 5 more gateways. He's going to go up to... Okay, he's going to go up to 11 gateways here.
Well, if he can afford it. He's still 25 supply up even. So once he has all this going, he's going to be in a good position. But we do have this attack coming in. He does not have very many zealots, and they're all trapped in the back. EMP is on the entire army. This is going to get rolled over, it seems like. Although DT is still doing work on the army.
Just enough. Just so much damage. Actually going to be able to pick up this ghost. That DT has +2 weapons, meaning it does 55 damage a hit. And considering Marines only have 55 health and he does not have any armor, they are one-shotting Marines.
Yep. We do see +1 weapons on the way right now. Very late +1 first life. And HwangSin is trying to get his +3 weapons. And he's going Archons right now. And +3 weapons and Archons so strong. He does have armor level 1 finishing, which is going to be good for Zealots, not so much for the Archons. I think he is just gearing up for the death push here.
Oh, but here comes Steak pulling some SCVs. It is scouted by the probe at the watchtower.
I think with the Archons here, he's going to be able to hold just fine.
Yep, already splitting those units. Doesn't want to get hit by any EMPs.
Yeah, I don't even think there's a ghost in the composition here, though. He lost all the ghosts he had and hasn't really rebuilt them.
Third Archon on the way, morphing in a couple more Templar even. A couple more Zealots. A lot more Zealots. He's got 27 charge lots here with 1-2 upgrades. Right now supplies 152 to 94. HwangSin with a massive lead. And he actually might push into the natural right now. He just has so many charge lots.
Yep. And here he goes. Not the greatest place to engage while those units are hiding behind the bunker, though. But it might not matter here. It's just so many charge lots coming in here. The Archons need to get in the mix, too. Those are going to take out SCVs almost instantly. He doesn't have +3 yet, but it might not matter. The Archon's still doing 43 per hit. That is almost one-shotting these SCVs. And that's going to be it. 20 supply left, 128. GG. HwangSin takes the game, knocks out the life.
Yeah, Stall Life unable to just battle with those upgrades, especially without Medivacs. I mean, after the Archons hit those Marines once after Stim, like, they're pretty much dead. They have like 1 or 2 health left. Not in a really good position. Not a position that you really want to be in as a Terran. Up against, you know, almost 2-3 Archons with no Medivacs.